Good evening, gamers. Never mind. I heard something. Oh, I did forget. Hang on. I forgot my gosh darn shirt. Can you believe it? Seth the dude, Spaceman, Sirs, what's going on, everybody? Yeah, sir, surprise stream. We were I was planning on streaming tonight, but then I forgot that we had something going on with the fam today, or tonight rather. So therefore, henceforth, by the by and by, we're just knocking it out right now. Let's tweet her out real quick. We're gonna work on the Dehya story quest today. And hopefully we can get through it, right? Hopefully. The only other story quest that I have active, because due to the way that Genshin Impact just kind of be, I have stopped getting like my story quest keys and unlocking story quest. I do have Nilou's story quest active right now. I don't know, like I don't have much left in it. So worst case scenario, if we get quest blocked by Nilou, we will just whip around and do her, like finish her quest up a little bit. Because like I said, there isn't much left. I've kind of just been chipping away at it little by little. Nilou's quest, unfortunately Nilou's quest has kind of bored the snot out of me. So that's unfortunate and unexpected, but just trying to get through it, man. That quest has been a thorn in my side with Genshin's absurd quest blocking. All right, let's see. Like literally that one quest, the Nilou story quest, has blocked me out of 2 different events. It's crazy, crazy. Dang, I can't type. Alright, let's get a little, let's see. Drop a little GIF on the tweet. Here we go. That's a good one. Ah. Ooh, that funky bass line on this song. Nilou's a people pleaser 101. Trying to solve, yeah, that's kind of like, it's not really doing the trick for it. It's a fine quest. It's fine. Like, I don't really have any beef with it. The only beef that I have with the quest is the way that, like, it quest blocked me out of so much stuff, but that's not really an issue with the quest. That's just that's a gripe against the game. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and jump in. First things first, anybody feeling a little bit of co-op here? Because I do have Resin and I do have weekly bosses. There's my ID in the chat. Then obviously it's, it's down at the bottom of the screen too. So if anybody wants to fire up, we're gonna burn through the Resin real quick and then get into the quest. Get busy with it. Get busy with it and get jiggy with it simultaneously, even. I've heard that this quest is really good, so I'm pretty excited to see what it's all about, what we're messing with here. I almost streamed the new Final Fantasy 16 demo. I've never played a Final Fantasy game in my entire life, but Final Fantasy 16 is looking pretty gnarly. I see a lot of people talking about it, and it's got a demo with like a couple hours worth of gameplay. Down horrid. Who is this? Is this Zach? I don't even see Zach in the chat. Who is that? Or is it Spaceman? What the heck? replies. It is Spaceman. Okay, there we go. So this new controller, very mixed feelings about it so far. It is damn beautiful. I mean, gorgeous. It's got RGB, and I was taken aback. I didn't realize that it was RGB. In the pictures, I thought it was just like painted on the controller shell. But man, these back paddles, I'm having a very hard time adjusting. A very, very hard time adjusting, because they're basically centered on the back of the controller. And for comparison, like, look at the back paddles on this. I'm used to this, where they like come all the way out to the hand grip, which is not the case on the Asus controller. Like on the Asus controller, it's the equivalent of if I had like pressed the base of where the back paddles attach to the controller on the Xbox Elite one. So I'm giving it a fair shot, but I will confess that's been extremely disappointing because I've been really happy with every other aspect of the controller. I guess we're gonna go ahead and get the ball rolling here. Hey, what's up, Cham? Yo, Cham, I just saw. Cut the music. Cham's in the house. Cut the music. Saw your tweet about the that new Twitter, you know, update. We'll call it. I'm not a fan either, dude. I really am not. I think that is like one of the most dog water attempts at damage control that I've ever seen in my life. I legitimately, I just think that I don't even know. I'm having a hard time grasping like what they thought they were going to accomplish. I'll be like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm at a loss trying to make sense of what they're trying to do with that. Let's see. The dude's gonna run Kazoo. Hey, I'll tell you what. Maybe we'll just go. A little bit of that. I don't know if Spaceman's actually gonna run Kokomi or not. Yeah, Cham, and I honestly, I don't even, I'll level with you. I don't even like the idea of people like giving them the pass of calling it a step in the right direction. 'Cause I feel like it's not. I feel like it is a very, very lazy attempt at making up for the issues they created for themselves. I mean, first of all, you have to have 350 subs to apply for, you know, that partnership plus. And not only does that already only apply to like 2% of all Twitch streamers, maybe less than 2%. I honestly don't know. But you know, not only does it apply to a very, very marginal group of their audience, or their customers rather, but then the fact that Prime subs and gifted subs don't count towards that, that is just damn atrocious, bro. I don't even know. Like, I am not vibing with that at all. Not in the slightest. It's just weird to me, man. That applies like 1.1%, maybe less. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's just... I don't even know, man. It's weird to me. I think it's some very weird behavior from Twitch, which is not unexpected because that's kind of like what Twitch does, is they just make weird ass horrible decisions. Yeah, okay, so that's a good point. Prime subs kind of make sense if the Prime subs don't count, because you know, that's kind of like its own thing. Twitch basically loses money to do that, to create a feature to encourage people to subscribe to Amazon Prime, blah, 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 blah. It is what it is. Love it or hate it, it is what it is. It's just it. But yeah, the gifted subs, that still costs money. Like, there's no discount to doing that. That still costs the viewer money in an attempt to directly support the streamer. And so when they are not being directly supported, it's really, really strange to me. Weird, man. That's just Twitch. I think it's a damn shame too. And like, what kind of sucks is I feel like not very many people are surprised by it. Like whenever Amazon bought Twitch, everybody's like, "Oh crap, this is the end of Twitch." And some, you know, to an extent, that was a little bit of doomsdaying. But at the same time, there were a lot of very, very valid concerns about that, and unfortunately they've been pretty well justified at this point. That's a bummer, man. Especially for someone like you, who I know that that's kind of like your main streaming platform right now, right? If I had to guess, that's probably where, I know you're multi-streaming, but if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably about most of your audience. I could be wrong. Could be wrong, but... Oh, man, yeah, this controller. It's weird. I'm giving it a fair shot. And things like, I've got big hands and long fingers, and it still feels like I am having to, like, grasp. Like, my fingers are basically touching each other. Fingers are basically touching each other just to hit this top rear paddle. It's weird, man. Already stopped multi-streaming. I hate it. Thought I'd try it again, and I freaking hate it. Bro, I feel you, man. It's oddly enough, I think it's interesting, and I'd be willing to bet you're probably in agreement with me here, that multi-streaming, for a while, I'll say in like the early stages of the streamer boost during COVID, frankly, during COVID, during the big streamer boost, the streamer boom, if you will, streamer boomers like you and me who started streaming during COVID, the ideology was that multi-streaming, oh, there's Gloam. The idea was that multi-streaming would be great for small creators because you weren't limiting your audience because you didn't have like a exclusivity contract, you know what I mean? What are those drops? Yeah, I got some good drops. That's pretty nice. I was too busy talking about the Twitch situation with Cham to really celebrate that. Yeah, we got a billet, a dream solvent, 2 gold drops, and 2 gold artifacts. Not too bad. But anyways, the idea was that multi-streaming would be good for the small creator, and now I think that, and I've tried it too. I know you've tried it, Cham. And now it almost feels like the opposite has been proven true, where like if you're a small streamer, you're better off just like hyper focusing on one audience. And if you're a big streamer and you already have a super broad audience, then that's like the best time for you to go and get crazy with it. I think that's pretty interesting. I don't know if you feel the same way as I do about that or not. But it's like, you know, probably the same way. I assume we probably feel about the same way because we tend to feel the same way about a lot of stuff when it comes to streaming. But it just feels like you're spreading yourself too thin. And as a small creator, it's super important to maintain that high engagement, like reading your chat and stuff. And it's just extremely difficult to keep up with 3 or 4 different chats simultaneously. Whereas if you're a big streamer, bro, big streamers don't read their chat anyways. They'll handpick, you know, 1 or 2 comments here and there just to kind of stay involved a little bit. Like Ninja, you know, Ninja's multi-streaming. Ninja doesn't read his chat. And it doesn't matter if he doesn't read his chat either. I think that's one of the most interesting things about it. Trying to start a fire with charcoal. Nothing is going to happen if you don't have the coals together. Hey, I like that. I like that, Cham. Dividing a small community just snuffs out the energy and engagement you have. But yeah, Ninja, who doesn't read chat, the easy peasy. Yeah, see, yeah, we're on the same page. We're on the same page. I figured we would be. I just think that's really interesting. Because I know I totally bought into the idea that multi-streaming would be good for a small streamer. I totally bought into that ideology. And to an extent, I mean, to be fair, I don't think, oh.
Now, your eyes have been opened.
Well. Anyways. Away we go. Away we go. Father's left Gloam for dead. I'm gonna say, yes. Yes. Actually, I have no argument. Firing Gloam from me. Hey, to be fair to Gloam, the ult was there and nobody used it. I know I didn't. I was too busy spamming and talking to the chat. That was a me problem, not a Gloam problem. I personally will not be blaming Gloam for my behavior. Where is Gloam? Is he still in the domain? Ah, yeah, man, this controller. And what sucks is the rear paddles on this controller actually feel quite nice to press. They I'd actually go as far as to say they maybe feel a little bit more responsive than the Elite controller. They feel more like an actual button rather than like a paddle, which feels pretty nice. It's just the placement. I'm having a really hard time with the placement. And like I use my freaking back paddles to navigate menus, you know what I mean? The dude says I love blaming Gloam. I don't blame anyone except for myself. I watch everybody pick a healer this time. Not me.
Relax.
Gloam just says funny face. Is this the team? Is this? Oh, Gloam's bringing out the Scara. Okay. All right.
All the world holds.
Firo, what's going on? How we doing? Yeah, controller, man. Man, this is like a crisis. I've been waiting. If you guys have like, especially in the Discord, I've talked about this controller for months. Literally been waiting for months for this controller to come out, and now that it's out, it's just such a shame that I really don't have any major complaints other than the rear paddles. But like that is such a complaint. It's really hard for me to look past that, if I'm being blunt. That might sound shallow to talk about, you know, like an otherwise fantastic controller. And like I'm like, nah, I can't. The rear paddles are too weird. I can't do it. But that's just how I feel. I'm just gonna be honest. You gotta be honest with yourself sometimes, and that's just kind of how I feel. I don't know how people with like normal size or smaller hands would even use this. And that might sound dramatic, but I promise it's not dramatic. It's serious. We're just zipping around. Hey, hot take, I hate this boss fight. It's basically run from the robot and pick up the little explosions on the ground for most of the fight. I used to think it was kind of fun and refreshing and cool and different, and now I just dislike it. I am also a whiny bitch, so there's that. Yeah! Got his ass. At least it's not difficult. I will say that. At least it's not a difficult fight. You can burn through it. Yeah, sir says, and the music. Yeah, the music's awesome. The fight itself is not particularly challenging. Wow, that's really nice with some animo to just swirl. I never even thought about just bringing animo in here for those. I usually bring Dendro or Pyro. Oh yeah, burning damage, baby, burning damage. Boom. It's 51k in green. I don't know what that was from. No clue what that was from. Hey, wow, we're getting more good drops. Okay. 2 of those. We got ourselves a little billet. No dream solvent. Might as well see myself out. It's a spectacle fight. Yeah. It is an epic cinematic experience for sure.
And when it does,
for sure.
It's a lot heavier than this.
I'm probably feeling a little bit of just like general fatigue from doing that fight too. Casey been doing it every single week since the update, so there's probably plenty of that going on also. And I think we'll just do Senora next. As I've been doing my weekly bosses, I've only been knocking out enough to, you know, like use up my half price resin claims. And outside of the 2 in Sumeru, I feel like I just need to farm those like crazy, especially the new one. Especially a pep boy. But yeah, I'm like, man, I don't really know who to farm outside of that. I just kind of like pick whoever I'm feeling like fighting. Good idea. Bad idea. Who knows?
Relax.
Oh, the dude's bringing Raiden. Hang on, if the dude's bringing Raiden, let me get a little bit involved here.
My people are used to the desert life.
Yeah, I like this. I like this. Even with Jean already in, let's just keep it going. La Senora.
You're trembling. Is it the cold or just cowardice?
An emergency.
To oblivion.
Just gonna face tank this bitch, yeah. 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 That's right. That's right. Go do your stupid little thing. I'll cool off in the meantime. Where's it at? Yeah, it's back paddles. You guys are gonna hear a lot of we are going to call it feedback about this controller. Oop, there's another one. That was quick. You're going to hear a lot of feedback about this controller as I continue using it throughout the next week or so. Bro, they just keep spawning next to me. Kind of creepy behavior, TBH. That one wasn't by me, but, you know. We're quick with it.
There is no escape.
Just running in circles. Oh, it already spawned. I'm like, where the hell? Where'd all of our little totems go? Who's breaking the totems?
A pill to swallow. Remember, what comes first?
Oh, she just straight up canceled.
I'll uproot you.
Yeah. Get her ass. Be great if we can kill her before she transforms.
A bitter pill to swallow.
There is no escape.
I hear everything. Seems like an emergency.
Now you shall perish.
No, we were so close. Damn it. That's always the goal because this part's so annoying, you know. She just spins around and wastes a bunch of time. Oh, that was so close.
Taking a turn for the better.
Dang it. Come on, get out of there. We got booty to kick. Yeah, that was easy enough. That was easy enough.
Never.
Bum, bum. Ew. Yucky. HP percent on a gladiator piece. With an attack percent substat. Alright. I wanna say I can probably farm those. I have built Xiangling more or less out of an extremely frustrating level of necessity. Oh shoot, it's not today. Oh, Spaceman dip. Bye, Spaceman. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for helping. Rebel says bunts. We talking about like the little cinnamon cakes? Bunts? Delicious, by the way. Delicious. I love me a good bunt. Give me a bunt and a nice tall glass of milk. And yeah, I'll be a happy boy for a while.
The desert's a tough adversary, but at least it doesn't hide
All right, let's just do this. Let's just do this. Emblem domain. Rebel just says, "Yes, sir." Hey, man. What a way to start the conversation. But I agree. By and large, I agree. I agree. All right, let's finish this up, and then we'll get started on the quest. Where's she at? Farazan. Yeah. Boom. This will be fun. See you, Space Man. Appreciate you hanging out for a bit. Thanks for the runs, too. Not like the poo-poo runs, you know what I mean. I would never think someone forgiving me the runs. Look at how great of a design Farazan is. The character just looks damn good.
Dare to mess with me. Hold the line. Torrent, bring refuge.
I'm just gonna kind of hang back. You know what I mean?
Know your place. Why are you even here?
Update. Apparently I didn't hang back enough.
Have fun with this gift. Too late for regret. Allow me.
Damn. Beat his ass. I just noticed Farazan has 9,000 HP. Up he goes. Compared to Kokomi's, what was Kokomi's, like 35k? What the hell? Haven't popped in a stream for a long time, Hale. Sometimes you just get the urge and you know it's right. You just know it's right. You waltz on in. Make a moment. Anyways, has anyone played the Final Fantasy 16 beta? Or demo? It's not a beta, it's a demo. Because it looks really cool. I honestly would have, I think I mentioned this at the start of the stream. I was very seriously considering just running that today. But wasn't gonna have it downloaded in time. And also, to be frank, it's kind of scary playing new games. I'm not even gonna lie.
Time to go.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna use her ult. Bah!
Let's move out.
We're good.
Rest, rebuild.
The dude's gonna complain about healing. It's okay. Oh damn, that's Pablo! Pablo, ooh, damn, that's a nice piece. Paulo, how the hell have you been? I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, hello. We got 2 4-liners with double crits. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I did not recognize the name Rebel. I really didn't. Damn, that explains what. Holy cow. So you were talking about Bunts as a callback to the Bunts conversation? That's amazing. Damn. I hope you've been well, Pablo. Damn, it has been a while. Holy. Oh, kind of a little bit mad about how long ago. I'm not even gonna lie. It's been a little bit bothered by the situation now. I hope everything's been good for you, man. Did you graduate? I'm trying to remember how old you would be now. Making me feel old, trying to recount like the age of a viewer who hasn't popped in for a while. I say you probably, no, you haven't graduated yet. Not yet. You're getting there. But you're probably going into your senior year this year, yeah? No, maybe you have graduated. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure you were like 14 on the first stream. And if I'm remembering that correctly, that would make you roughly 17 or 18 now. Oh, he says I'm 20 now. No. Nuh-uh. No way. No way. And you're either lying about your age right now or you were lying about your age back then. Oh, it says LOL JK. Okay, yeah, 16. Okay, that sounds more like it. Oh my god, we almost have enough. The temptation to just let it rip. The temptation to check my history. Not gonna. Hold up. Wait a minute. This was supposed to be a joke. This is why you don't do polls as a joke. I'm feeling very willy-nilly about what happens here. I'm on a 50-50. C1 Althaim's pretty freaking great. I had the polls. If I lose 50-50, I really will be saving my guarantee for Fontaine. I gotta check my pity.
My people are used to the desert life. But still, I hope
Damn.
that one day they'll be able to find an oasis
Okie
of their
dokie.
own. and leave the sandstorms behind for a better life.
Alrighty then. I gotta check my pity. Wow. I'm a little bit wound up about that. Okie doke. Let's see what was the situation here. I mean, I think I had a bit. No, not really. I was at 33 pity. Woo! Okie dokie then. Damn.
We mercs have one simple rule. Whoever pays the most
Alrighty.
is
There's
your
no
new
such
boss.
thing as pure freedom in this world.
Well,
Even the wind cannot blow
Althaim,
forever.
one of my favorite characters in the game. Yeah, his C1's freaking sick. It's fantastic. Seth says losing would have been stonks though. It would have been all right. I mean, I don't even know like who's the first character in Fontaine that I'm going to really want. I already know that. Like looking at Genshin leaks through 3.8, I knew if I was going to pull, it was going to be for Althaim. And just to throw a couple at him, I threw a couple at the Yoimiya banners to try and get Kirara. And also C1 Yoimiya is very nice. By the way, GG's to Spaceman who joined in earlier, and GG's to Gloam and the dude for helping us finish out our resin runs there. Seth says, especially since Althaim is a C0 or C6 man.
At least it doesn't
I think I disagree. Yeah, honestly, I think his C1 is really, really good. Personally, I think it's really good. I mean, that is literally his damage, and especially for me and how I use him generally in a Hyperbloom team when he's the primary Dendro applicator. I'm all about that C1. I'm all about it. C2's pretty crazy also. C2's definitely better than C1, but you know, you would kind of expect it to.
And whether you take on the challenge is entirely
You can't fully utilize the C1 until C6 because of his rotation. You know me, Seth. I don't run like the full rotations and stuff. You know, so if it's something like as, you know, specific as it doesn't match up with certain rotations a certain way, that's not a concern for me. I'm not going to be too worried about that. I'm just going to go to this one. Looks good on paper, but doesn't do much until then. Nah. I'm not going to say, like, that's objectively wrong, because I know you're kind of like our resident theory crafter homie. But personally, I'm confident I will get use out of just keeping his E up and ready to roll often.
I was trying to remember. What else did we put on our shopping list? Oh, what a mouth-watering smell. Paimon would know the aroma of biryani anywhere.
Biryani, huh?
Let's go get some. We can still add it to the list.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. Wasn't expecting to see you.
Lesbian lovers!
Oh, it's been quite a while.
Huh. So you two are still hanging out together. Dehya, didn't you say last time that you were gonna head back to the desert?
I said I was going to resign from being her bodyguard, not that our friendship was over. We're still the best of friends. The Homayanis also still post jobs from time to time. Their pay is always generous, so me and the other mercs never pass them up.
Fair.
I told Dehya to just stay at our place when she took one of those jobs a few days ago.
I bet you did tell her to stay at your
My parents
place.
were delighted. They even said that it always felt like we were missing someone whenever Dehya wasn't around.
That sounds like something they would say, all right. They're always so welcoming. Anyway, the job is already taken care of, so I was gonna head back to the brigade as soon as I finished a little shopping. But the master kept insisting, and I ended up staying for another day.
You can stay for as many days as you want, Dehya. Father hasn't even gotten around to treating you to his best dishes yet.
The flirting
You
is
know I'm
blatant.
not the kind of person to stay put in one place like that, my lady. Don't worry, though. There'll always be next time.
What? She said they'll treat you to the best dishes. Paimon you can still refuse that.
But wait. Didn't you say last time that you would take me on a trip to the desert? Why don't you just take me with you today when you
Oh,
leave?
is this
There are
quest
so many
like
places
date
I
night?
still haven't visited yet.
I'm sorry, my lady, but no can do. There's still a few things I need to take care of back at the brigade. Besides, the desert hasn't exactly been the most peaceful place lately.
Oh, come on. Not
I
this
just noticed, why
again.
isn't Dia's
That's
mouth
also what
moving
you
during
said
any of
last
this
time
dialogue?
And the time before that.
And the time for that. Hey, the
I
desert
know, I'm sorry.
desert hasn't changed. Oh,
Just
now her
give me
mouth's
some more
moving.
time,
Was it just
and I
that one
promise
sequence?
I'll plan the best trip ever for you.
No.
All right,
No, it happened again.
fine.
I don't know.
To be perfectly honest, it's not that I
Quest is
wanted
more
to
like
go,
Slaughter
it's more
Night.
like
Oh.
ever since you first set foot on the estate a few days ago, you've been acting anxious and even paranoid. Have you been delaying our trip because you've run into some kind of trouble?
Nah, are you kidding? You're worrying too much.
Would you swear on that?
No. She's
Friends
lying.
shouldn't lie to each other, you know. I wouldn't pry any further if you're willing to swear on what you just said. But if something really is bothering you, then just tell me. You know I'll help you however I can.
Well, yeah, Genshin doesn't have the same mouth mechanics. That still felt like it was weird. Maybe I've gotten used to it in Star Wars. It has actually been a
Too perceptive, my
while
lady. Seems I can't hide anything
since I
from
played
you.
a voice story
I just
quest in
thought that
Genshin.
nothing good could come out of telling you about the messy happenings of
I
mercenaries.
think when was the
And
last
knowing
one that
too
we
much only
played?
leads to more trouble. Mercenary life is a dog-eat-dog
Was it
world.
Sino's
where Mora
story
reigns
quest?
supreme. Everything operates on a completely different set of
Hang on,
rules.
I'm gonna check while this
That
dialogue
doesn't
plays
change
out.
anything about what I just said, though. We're still friends, and I can only support you if I understand what's bothering you.
My lady, you're not gonna stop until you drag it out of me, are ya?
Oh, never mind, never mind. It was the Yoimiya
Share
quest.
what I know.
Which even then, that's
Let's go
actually
somewhere
been
else
almost a
first.
month ago at this
This
point.
isn't exactly the best
How could I forget
place
about
for
the
a
Yoimiya
discussion.
quest? What's up, Duke?
Okay, let's talk here. Just try not to draw any extra attention. As you may already know, the Eremites have both a lot of mercenaries and a complex organizational structure. Many mercs are no different than me, just going around looking for jobs to earn some mora.
Right. Wait, why is
My
there a little
brigade
girl
is called
sitting
the
at that
Blazing
counter?
Beasts.
That's
We're
definitely a
not a large
violation of
group,
child labor
but
laws.
every
Look at
member
her.
is loyal
Peek
and
around
brave.
Dia's big old hair right
However,
there.
Not all Eremite brigades
That
are
looks
like
weirdly
mine.
out of place.
Some are willing to cross all kinds of lines for the sake of Mora. The most notorious is a faction known as Deshret's Relics.
Deshret's relics? Judging from the name, they must really look up to...
Honkai Star Rail relic farming. Oh, or King Deshret.
Yep,
Yeah, that would make
you
sense.
got
That would
it.
make sense.
I've heard that you've already crossed paths.
The
with
children
Final
yearn
Akbar.
for the
They're
mines.
one of the groups under the Relic's banner.
Oh, you mean the group that tried to sell us the Divine Knowledge Cap...
Deshret's Relics is composed of many smaller brigades like Ain al-Akhmar. On any other day, I would want nothing to do with them. Unfortunately, though, the brigade that's stirring up trouble now is none other than Dakan al-Akhmar.
Dakan?
I think it means beard or something.
Beard.
Believe me, it's
Fitting.
a really stupid name. I found it insufferable for years.
It's a really stupid
Anyway,
name.
the real issue is that Dakan al-Akhmar is led by my father, Kusela.
Oh.
Say what now?
I think I'm starting to understand your anxiety now. But what did they do?
I won't go into details, my lady, but they've been involved in a lot of violent incidents. We're talking hundreds.
Damn, okay.
Hundreds.
Yep, the scenes tend to be quite gruesome, too. They strip the victims of all their valuables before murdering them. Not only have they targeted merchant caravans and ordinary citizens, but other mercenary brigades as well.
That's beyond
So Dia's dad
terrible.
sucks,
They
huh?
won't even spare their own kind.
I don't know how Deshret's Relic sees it. All I do know is that Dakan al-Akhmar has become more and more aggressive over the last few years. If I don't do something about them,
I guess it
then
would be
even
a
my
million
brigade
times
or
better
the
if
people
Paimon
of
would
our
just sit back
village
and
could become the next
SDFU more
target.
often. Poor
I just
Paimon.
wish I knew what's driven him to do this.
Poor Paimon. Everybody wants to eat her or hate
How
her.
can your father
Sometimes
do
both,
such
honestly.
terrible things?
I don't know. People change. He's always been pretty pathetic.
Damn.
But at least in the past, there were still a few lines that he wouldn't cross.
That's setting the bar pretty low.
I mean, if he was even remotely decent, then why would I have to leave the brigade and cut all ties with him? He was loud and foolish, with no real sense of purpose. Instead of doing anything useful, he spent most of his time drinking and chasing after women.
Sounds about right.
Of course, the
What's
other
up, Stella? How we
brigade members were
doing?
just like him. Their ruckus would go on night after night.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Damn,
about
Glum
your
says
mother?
relatable AF.
Did she ever step in to
Jeez,
stop
we're going
them?
deep today, gamers.
Unfortunately, I never knew my mother.
I'm sorry, Dehya. I didn't know.
It's all right, my lady. That's pretty common in mercenary circles.
Yeah, Seth
Didn't I
says if
mention
it's a
that my
serious
father
story
was
and I'm getting
chasing after
into it, the
women?
random voice she does
was
just
the result
ruins
of
my
one of those
immersion.
encounters
It is
with some random
jarring
person.
when you're really
He
into
told me that he
something.
wasn't sure
And there
who
are a
my
couple
mother
of
was.
big moments where she
And in
just
any
chimes
case,
in and is like,
he never
damn
came
it,
to see
Paimon.
me. He'd say, "You'll be fine as long as you remember to stick with Dad." But even then, he left most of the parenting to the brigade. But the problem was that he had terrible taste. They were tales of desert warriors defeating dragons in the forest.
Sounds like your typical fairy tales.
Yeah,
More or
yep.
less, yeah.
Duke, I've been well. How have
They
you
were
been?
interesting maybe the first or second time around. But after about 20 repeats, they started to get a little dull. He seemed to think those stories were the best things ever, though. He was so into them that he'd call the whole brigade over and make them perform the whole thing as a play. Even the toys he gave me would all be story props. I'd get helmets, shields, and toy swords.
That's kind
It
of
was only
obsessed
much
with these
later
stories
when I
then, huh?
realized that the shows were more for him than they ever were for me.
What an interesting guy.
Interesting guy.
Yeah, I've always found him pretty childish, but that was something I could just shrug off. I had no reason to despise him, until I grew up and learned the true face of Deshret's relics for myself. Looting, blackmail, violence, and fraud. No one in the brigade was any kind of hero. Instead, my father and his cronies were more like the bad guys that needed to be taken down.
Damn, the dramatic
I really
Genshin
think
zoom
that as long
in.
as they didn't
That's
do
when you
any
know
of
it's
that
getting
stuff
real.
right in front of me, I would never know.
I think I can understand your feelings. The difference between perception and reality must have hit hard.
Yeah, but don't worry, my lady. It's all water under the bridge to me now. I had a huge argument with my father and left that place behind for good. I'm not investigating them due to any bitter feelings I still have towards my father.
Damn,
I just
4-player
wanna
chess.
protect
That
those
sounds
that are close to
interesting.
me. Yeah, I told the boys to gather as much information as they could. Most of the reports concern violent incidents.
I see. But isn't this investigation incredibly dangerous?
It is, but every mercenary lives life on the edge. It's a lifestyle that I enjoy.
What
That
an
may be
edgelord.
true, but it'll be impossible for those who care about you not to worry.
Well, now you get why
Girl.
I didn't want to share any of this with you.
What should we do? They both have valid concerns.
I'll go back to the desert with Dehya.
Huh? But there's no need for you to get caught up in this mess.
The dramatic
too.
Genshin zoom
Well,
out.
she
That's when you know things
so
are getting
she went into the desert with you,
a new
and my mom
perspective.
bets the problem will
There's
be
some
solved in no
retrospect
time.
happening there.
I'm inclined to agree. I'd feel a lot more at ease if you took her along to help.
You can count on me.
I'll wait for news from you in the city until then. Please, stay safe.
I'm honored that you care so much for me,
They're
lady.
edging their
All
mortality.
right, then let's get moving. Our first stop will be Caravan Rebot.
Caravan Ribat. All right, let's go meet her dad and then beat his ass. Sound good to everybody? Meet Dia's dad. Beat the hell out of him. Gamers, I am hungry. We had a little, today was Employee Appreciation Day at the bank that I work at. And so they got lunch for everybody. I didn't work today, but I still put in an order for food and just drove to town and picked it up. And unfortunately didn't end up caring for it that much.
Hey, dude.
And also it
you're
wasn't very
back.
filling.
Are these two
So
friends of yours?
I'm left feeling kind of hungry. Granted, it's been a solid 3.5 hours since I ate, and honestly, that's usually about the time I just kind of get hungry easy. You know what I mean? I trust Dehya with my life.
Oh, so you've already become like one of us then? Anyway, since we've got a newcomer, let me fill you in on what the Khan al-Akhmar's been up to lately. They've become extremely aggressive. Apparently, even their own now have become acceptable targets. They even attack other relics brigades, just the same as any other mercenary brigade.
Even the most ferocious beasts still protect their own. It sounds like they've thrown that straight to the wind.
Kind of a savage way of putting it, but
That's
yeah.
right. Once they've collected enough loot off the other mercenaries, they sell it off to a different brigade. A portion of their profits is immediately exchanged for more food and weaponry.
That's terrible.
Yeah, and it really makes you wonder why they're so desperate for Mora. A
It
few
really
days
does.
ago, a shaman and I trailed them for a while, and even disguised ourselves as merchants to conduct trade with them. We were able to learn a few things from the exchange.
And Genshin, such a
Rather
good
than
looking
saying they're out
game.
to plunder and hoard
It
more,
really is.
it'd probably be more accurate to say that they're experiencing an internal power struggle.
Wait, a power struggle?
You heard me right. The vast majority of their victims are mercenaries from the other brigades of Deshret's relics.
Wait a second. Want to hear the joke about the guy going for a job interview for forklift driver at a company that apparently doesn't use forklifts? Don, what? Don't tell me that was your
If no one
interview.
goes Mora, they could have gone after anybody. The targeted nature of their attacks points to a power struggle between the different brigades within the relics. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find out anything more specific. Oh, one last thing we discovered was that over the past few years, as the Khan al-Ahmar became more and more active,
It sounds mighty strange to me too.
That's messed up.
Harun,
If that's what happened
can
to you,
leave the
Don,
rest
that's
of the
messed up,
investigation
man.
to us. Gotta say though, I didn't expect you to go on a whole undercover mission during the few days I was gone.
nah, it was nothing.
What he said. Besides, Dehya, haven't you done more dangerous things than all of us combined? What we did is nothing compared to your experiences.
Yeah,
Who the hell?
and while they went to talk with Dakan al-Akmar, I took a look at the last camp they attacked. Any survivors of the attack were already long gone. There was nothing of value.
Oh man, it was like a third-party agency that
Hisham,
sent you there for
hello.
that interview.
You're here too.
We
we still might get a job there. Nice. Hoping for the best for you, Don. Hope that goes well. Hope you land something there. But yeah, that kind of sucks. That especially if a third-party agency
Now
sent
that
you
we know
there.
you'll have a capable partner with you, we can also rest easy.
Hey, what about Paimon?
Oh, you're also planning to tag along with them?
Of course. Paimon is the traveler's most important guide.
Oh, in that case, then you'd better take care of her too, Dehya.
Nah.
Don't underestimate Paimon.
Yeah,
Don't worry
I
about
imagine
her.
that's awkward. Well, hey, I'm
She
here
may
for
look
the
tiny and
forklift
helpless, but she's been
operator
through just
interview.
As many battles as the traveler here. Even if she
Look
had
around,
only
brother.
survived on sheer
We don't
luck,
have a
then that
forklift.
alone would still make her quite formidable.
I had no idea.
Oh, one other thing, Dehya. We held another recruitment event a few days ago, but the deputy put a lot of effort into the event.
Sorry to hear that.
Gotta admit, I can understand their disappointment though. Now, if only the deputy.
Yeah,
could
of course
figure out a
she's the
way to
brigade's
bring a
main
few more
selling
smoking
point.
hot
Can't
members
imagine
into our
why.
ranks.
Keep dreaming.
That guy
Remember
even
the
literally
last
just said he was
time I
hoping to get some
invited
more
a couple
smoking hot
gals into the
members.
bridge? The awkward silence and weird expressions left quite the impression on him.
Hey, didn't we agree to never bring that up again?
Huh? Wait, are you serious? Why have I never heard about this?
I don't think you were part of the brigade yet.
Are you kidding me? I missed a once-in-a-lifetime moment like that, and you weren't even gonna tell me?
The rowdy
Right,
bunch
all
here.
right. We can tell you about it later. Now's not the...
Hey, don't you try to change the subject. You and Hisham get your butts over here and tell me everything right now.
Are they?
What's up, Kaiser? How you doing, man?
More or less. There aren't many rules.
It's just
or
boys
graces when
being
it comes
boys,
to
just guys
mercenaries.
being dudes. You
We're
know what I
used to
mean,
just speaking our
Paimon?
minds. If someone starts getting under your skin, you just yell right back at them. But we also don't tend to take many things too seriously.
Chasing around in the
Indirect and
background.
getting it all out of your system as soon as things come up is better than keeping everything bottled up, never talking about it. That's also why I never spare their feelings when I talk to them. If I want to laugh, I'll laugh. If I'm angry, then I'll unload on them. Hey, knuckleheads! Can you at least tell me the rest of the intel before you go back to your bickering?
Yeah, you hear her, Holof? Told you we gotta focus on the investigation first. I drew up a map. Right here's the spot. There you'll
And
find the
he gives her a little
merchant
nose
responsible
boop.
for getting rid of
He's
the
trying to
Khan
flirt.
al-Ahmar's
He's like,
looted
what
goods.
the hell did you just
All
say to
you
me?
gotta do
Then
is
she
wait
kills him.
and ambush them in the evening.
Perfect. Thanks for that. Be sure to pass my regards to everyone else in the brigade as well.
Will do. You stay safe, Dehya.
You stay safe, Dehya. Okay. Go to the trade route and wait for your moment. Are we about to have a clock impact moment? Please say no. Please say no. Please say no. Please, oh, please say no. Back paddles on this controller, man. It's just a little weird.
And bide our time.
Just a little weird.
It's gonna come
And I'm
down to
sorry,
a
I know
fight
you guys are
one
already
way or
probably
another.
tired of hearing about
No
it.
need to worry. She knows her way around a fight.
I'm not worried about that. What I meant is that we probably shouldn't go too hard on the enemy.
No deal. Automatic clock impact. Let's go. It even still made the sound and everything. Was that so
Here
hard?
they come. You ready? Let's not give them a chance to react.
Inshin mid-pact. Was that so hard? Why are they acting like that was the most difficult thing they've ever added into a game? Wait, this is a Dehya trial. Huh? Not interested. I only want mine. I'm still not happy about like building up Xiangling and Bennett. But I will say, it makes for a really fun Ayato vape team. Like I was hitting 30k on Ayato's normal attacks.
Good. That saves
With
me an
Xiangling getting those vapes going.
All right.
I mean,
Time
it was
for
nice,
real
bro.
talk. Are you?
You know the code of being a mercenary.
That
just like
series of
everyone
comments.
else.
I love
The
Bennett.
first rule is to
Xiangling.
never divulge key information about our employer. What makes you think I'd talk?
One of those things where like, I
might
don't
have
like the
looked
character, but
amateur,
after
but I know you're just
using
looking to
her
protect
in
your
like a
reputation.
meta perspective for
Think
the
about
first
it,
time,
though.
I totally
What's your
get it.
reputation worth if you won't have the other tools you need to succeed in this line of work? Tools like, I don't know, your limbs or eyes.
Damn,
You've got
girl.
5 seconds. You might want to think twice about how much your employer's information is worth to you.
Whoa!
She knows what she's doing.
I'm not joking around. We can do this the easy way or the painful way. 2 seconds.
I'll save you the trouble.
Huh? Are you crazy? He tried to bite off his own tongue. Quick, search the area for any first aid supplies.
What a psycho.
I
Damn.
definitely didn't expect him to go that far.
This has got balls.
Thankfully, the wound wasn't too deep.
But why would he be so extreme?
I just wanted to test his mettle. You can get a lot of mercenaries to talk just by threatening them.
Well, I guess he passed the
Didn't
metal
expect him to be
test
willing
there,
to
huh?
Go through so much pain just to deny us some intel.
Well, he's out cold for now. We could wait for him to wake up, but maybe it's not a good idea to interrogate him any further.
Yeah, don't worry
Nah.
about it.
He'll
It'll
break
be a waste of
eventually.
time to interrogate him again after that. He might just hurt himself again if we start asking. There are lots of goods around here. Let's search the area.
I'm really sorry. Don't apologize to that swine. Oh no, it's gonna make me stop and do dialogue for each one of these. Here we go, finally.
We found a piece of paper with a bunch of names on.
Let me take a look. If this really is a merchant caravan, they should have a record of their transactions. Yep. I see an entry for Dakana Lakmar right here. Kusela, Idrisi, Bashar, and Takriti. All familiar names. Dakana Lakmar has been
Familiar
trading
to
for a
who,
hefty
woman?
supply of food, weapons,
Familiar
and
to
medicine.
who?
This caravan is just one link in their logistics chain. Once in the rainforest, the caravan will exchange the looted goods for Mora. That person will then pack the caravan full of necessary goods. Wait, why is there no Mora value recorded for the final transaction?
No value?
Yeah, every transaction before the last one was marked with an exact amount of Mora, but the final one, where they paid for everything to be brought back to the desert, was simply marked as delivered.
Familiar to
Perhaps,
these,
but
damn.
they couldn't have known how much they would make off selling the loot. Do they not care about profit margins at all? Anyway, the next part's the records of the goods themselves. Huh?
Ah,
What's wrong?
the zoom out, there it is.
Shazamon Homayani?
Homayani? You mean Dunyarzad's family? Could it just be another family with the same last name?
I'd be surprised to find someone with the exact same first and last name. Shazamon Homayani is Dunyarzad's father and the head of the Homayani family. Just what the heck is going on here?
First of all, never tell a woman to calm down. Let's analyze the situation first.
I'm sorry, you're right. I'll consider what we found, but what this piece of paper confirms is that the Homayani family has been providing goods to Dekhan Al-Akmar.
What if the Homayanis have been kept in the dark and don't know they've been trading with Dekhan Al-Akmar?
That's a possibility.
Wrong.
But if that was the case, why is this caravan specifically named Shazamon as their person of contact? They could have just as easily bought goods such as food and medicine directly from Caravan Rebat or Port Ormos.
Then perhaps he's been supplying the brigade's operations this entire time.
Yeah, funding violence and looting. The brigade gets the goods.
What's
and he is
Dee's?
paid the
A friend of
proceeds for the
Dea's.
sale of the loot.
But why would he do something like this?
I honestly have no idea. I've been to their estate many times, and I've never noticed anything suspicious. The only potentially large, but that's still just a speculation. You're probably right. I know my lady's personality, and she wouldn't deliberately keep something like
You
this
mean
from
Mike?
us.
Mike who, Glum?
What should we do now? All we found is just another mystery.
If you ask me,
Oh, Mike
we
Hunt?
already have
My
no
old buddy
choice
Mike
but to
Hunt.
confront her about this.
Oh,
I'm
not Mike
worried.
Hunt.
It's too early to make a verdict
Mike
yet.
Hawk.
Let's go find my
Oh,
lady
Mike
again.
Hawk.
We'll tell her
I'm not
everything.
familiar
If
with
lucky,
Mike Hawk.
We can not only
Dehya,
I probably know Mike Hawk if I saw him, but trying to put a name to the face right now, drawing a blank.
I've considered that possibility. But even still, I want to tell her what we found. She showed genuine concern for me when we first brought up the topic. That's not how I deal with people.
You're right. Paimon wants to trust Dunyarzad too.
Yeah. Let's pay another visit to Sumeru City.
Do you know Barry? No. Who's Barry? Or dare I say, what's Barry? Gamers, hang on. I'll be right back. I've got to get something to eat. I'm like getting extremely hungry. Barry McCockiner. Barry McCockiner? Oh, the McCockiners. I never got to know Barry McCockiner in particular. I usually say like McCockiner, I barely know her, you know? So yeah, I'm not familiar with the McCockiners, but yeah, they seem like decent people. Seth, I agree. I agree.
I'm sure I've forgotten something. Not to worry, I'll simply send someone to fetch it. As soon as I remember what it was. Ah.
Anyways, don't worry, I got some fruit snacks. Welch's sponsorship win? That would be a dope sponsorship, TBH. You know what I mean? Welch's, fruit snacks, juice. Kind of cover all the bases. Hello,
We're
Dunyarzad.
back, my lady.
You have some explaining to
You're
do.
back a lot sooner than I expected. You must
Damn, Yae Miko is in the house. What's up?
Well, how did it go? What did you come up with?
Oh,
Actually, we are still investigating. It's just that we've discovered something strange.
a little
I
strange.
see. The clues you found have led you back here, in the city?
Something like that. Yeah.
You all look a little dispirited. Whatever you found must not have been very encouraging after all.
Not
Why don't
particularly.
you discuss it with me? Maybe I'll be able to say something to cheer you up?
Probably not.
It's okay, my lady. It's not so much about me being upset with my father or anything like that.
It's that I'm upset with your
So
father.
something is wrong. Even the Traveler and Paimon have been uncharacteristically quiet.
Paimon's been
On any other
uncharacteristically
day,
quiet.
Paimon
We're always
would
quiet.
already waved to me with a smile and shouted, "ZARD, we're back!" So tell me, what happened?
Well?
My lady, please prepare yourself for what we're going to tell you next. It concerns the Master.
The Master? You mean my father? Okay, I understand. Don't worry about me. I'll listen as attentively as I can. My father has been supplying goods to Dakan al-Akmar?
Yeah, it makes as little sense to us as it does to you. I've never doubted the Master's integrity, so I'm having a real hard time rationalizing how he could ever support an infamous brigade like them. Maybe he's not actually aware of the full story and just stumbled into the deal by accident.
I can't help but agree with the Traveler.
Huh? You mean you feel the same way, Junior Zod?
Thank you for sharing all this information with me. Since you've told me everything you know, I should also tell you about some doubts that I've been harboring for quite a while.
Oh, really,
In
Dunyazard?
the past, I thought that my father hired a bodyguard for me so that I wouldn't run away and get lost. However, there are plenty of capable mercenaries in the Corps of 30. Why did my father go out of his way to hire Dehya?
About that. Well, the Homiyanis really needed bodyguards, so they reached out to the Blazing Beasts. Later, the Master told me that I was one of the best mercenaries he'd ever seen, and that I should stick around to become one of his bodyguards. He offered me a pile of Mora, so I just signed on.
Well, but that didn't really answer my question.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Just think about it. Why did my father specifically reach out to the Blazing Beasts?
Maybe the Corps of 30 just didn't have anyone available, or I think I get what you're saying. You'd think none of this was a coincidence.
Oh my god, the zoom in.
Precisely.
Drama!
At first glance, nothing seems strange or out of place. But there are many parts of the story that don't actually make any sense.
I agree.
If my father had always been in contact with Dakan al-Akmar, then it would make sense for him to bring Dehya into our house.
You mean the goal all along was to get Dehya to be your bodyguard?
Sussy bussy.
No, that's too much of a stretch. I cut all ties with my father a long time ago. He has no control over my life anymore.
But that still doesn't rule out the possibility that your father has still been trying to influence your life without you knowing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Do we get to kill
Master
this
was
man later?
not
Because I would
likely
like
an
to.
innocent victim in all of this?
Sorry we put all this on you so suddenly, Juniors.
It's okay, Paimon. I should actually be thanking you. Regardless of his reasons, if my father has truly been funding a violent group of mercenaries, then it's my duty to bring him back to reason.
You can try.
Is that really
You
the
could probably
right
just
thing to
start
do?
with beating the hell out
My
of him.
father has committed many atrocities and deserves all the punishment that he has coming to him. I have zero sympathy for him. You may call me an ungrateful child, but my feelings will remain the same. However, the Homiyani family has treated me with nothing but generosity.
Donnie, what's
and
going on?
kindness.
How you
If we
doing?
decide to
Hey, that
investigate
new
this
ZARD Star badge is
further,
looking real
we
nice
could end
next
up
to your name. I'm not
implicating
gonna
the
lie, it's looking
entire
real
Homiyani
nice.
Family. I would be biting the hand that's fed me over all these years.
Dehya.
It's all right, Dehya. If anyone were to ask, you could always just say that I'm the one who instructed you to get to the bottom of this.
You don't have to do that, my lady. I'm not conflicted because I'm afraid of taking responsibility.
Hey, it's still too early to give up hope. What was
What's the thing about friendship again? True friendship is built on trust.
Right, yeah, trust. You said that yourself, Dehya. Besides, there's no point on getting all riled up before we've confirmed all the facts.
Thank you, everyone. That makes a lot of sense. I guess I should always remember the trust that I've placed
Backing
in
up through and
people.
putting stuff in the truck. Hey,
In
got a
which
big
case,
move happening?
my
That's
lady,
exciting. Hope it goes
could you
well
ask
for you.
the
Hope
master
everything
to
goes
come out and have a
smoothly.
Chat with us.
Sure thing. I also hope he'll be able to give us
Moving
a
sucks.
logical explanation.
Usual place?
Moving sucks, so I sympathize you with the process. But I hope that the process goes, you know, as as smoothly as it can. And I guess I should say, I hope it's an exciting move and not like a crappy move. You know, sometimes you gotta move due to circumstances out of your control or, you know, stuff like that.
Ah, yes. My daughter has mentioned them from time to time. It's a privilege to finally meet them in person. But we may skip all the pleasantries for now. What is the important matter you wish to discuss with me today?
It's about to go down.
Well, we wanted to bring this transaction record to your attention. There's something on this record that we're all pretty curious about.
So, that's what you found? Huh. Seems like I can't keep everything from you much longer.
If you wouldn't mind, we'd like an explanation.
Seems awfully civil.
It's a long and difficult story. And to be perfectly honest, what I do know, though, Dehya, is that the truth will bring you no solace. If anything, it will likely cause you a great amount of anguish.
Wait, me?
Yes. I understand perfectly why you came to see me. And I am touched by your collective commitment to do the right thing. But knowledge always comes at a price. And sometimes, as they say, ignorance is bliss. Your father, Kusela, and I both believed that. Of course, you have the right to seek and learn the truth, but I must warn you, the facts of this matter may reduce everything you've built for yourself into sand, blowing in the wind.
I'm trying to think, what kind of a
then
huge
Kusela's
revelation could this
heartfelt
possibly
efforts
be?
will also fade into the wind like a fleeting mirage.
His heartfelt efforts. I'm sorry, sir, but I'm not sure I follow. I've made it this far in life without a single drop of my father's support. I have my own ideals and ways of looking at the world, as well as people and causes that I've chosen to cherish and fight for. I came here today to support you as the head of the Homiyani family.
I understand. Our family once needed to take a trip to the desert when ZARD was just a baby. Along the way, we were attacked by bandits. They had superior numbers and quickly overpowered our bodyguards. When all seemed lost, a group of passerby Eremites lent us their support. Those Eremites were Kusela's brigade, Dekhan al-Ahmar. Kusela's men told me that the attackers were Eremite mercenaries, just like themselves. I was shocked. Why would Dekhan al-Ahmar go so far to save us and not spare the fellow Eremites? Kusela was grinning and walked over to play with baby ZARD. She was startled by his unfamiliar face and nearly started crying.
Really? I never knew.
Yeah,
He said that he had
type
no
thing you don't really
particular
remember
reason to
when you're
help
a
us.
newborn baby.
He just took pity on us because he had a daughter about the same age. We started talking about our children, and I sensed that he was a devoted father. To repay his kindness, I hired his brigade to help out at our estate for a time, and offered everyone generous remuneration.
So, that's what happened.
It was many years before I saw him again. I almost didn't recognize him the next time he came knocking on my door. The man I knew to be strong and healthy had been reduced to a shell of himself.
So, what happened to him?
The epic
He
zoom
was
out
perfectly
again.
fine when I left the brigade.
I'm not too sure myself. The only thing that didn't change was his cheery disposition. He said there was absolutely nothing to worry about and that he had gotten into a fight. That was all. He then suddenly asked me if ZARD, now that she had grown, would need a bodyguard of her own. At the time, ZARD was going through a particularly severe bout of her Elazar, but he kept coming back to the topic. Come on, it never hurts to be safe. How do you know a bodyguard won't come in handy one day? I was completely lost at first, until he recommended the Blazing Beasts, and in particular, a mercenary
Ding, ding,
named
ding.
Dehya.
Light bulb moment.
So he was the one who recommended Dehya to you.
Indeed. He didn't say it out loud, but it was clear that he saw Deshret's relics as an evil group who would eventually corrupt every member in their ranks. He was already beyond redemption, but he hoped that he would be able to detach his daughter from the vicious world of mercenary life. If Dehya could stay in my house and keep working as a bodyguard, then gradually her affinity for the desert would decrease, and she'd be able to leave her previous life behind.
And
Nope.
that's why you offered
That didn't
her
work that
such
much, did it?
Yes, but not just
She still
because of
loves the
that.
desert.
From the moment that he asked me for that favor, I also began to see Dehya as my own daughter. And that's also why I tried to persuade you to stay when you asked for permission to leave. Kusela saved my daughter and I all those years ago in the desert.
He was always like that, acting like he's oh so smart and self-righteous.
Well,
Kusela said that he'd reimburse me for a portion of Dehya's fees. I refused to take any mora from him, but he'd always sent me funds anyway. Eventually, I just accepted them as a token of his gratitude. And that went on for a while until I received another letter from him a few years ago. The letter contained a request to help him buy food, weapons, medicine, and even
and that's the story of
explosive
how
materials.
Dehya's papa became an arms dealer.
Isn't that around the time that Dakan al-Ahmar started becoming more aggressive?
That's right. When I started to hear some nasty rumors, but by then, he was no longer receptive to my requests to talk. If I had to guess, it's probably because he doesn't want to put Dehya at risk. That thought occurred to me as well. After some deliberation, I decided to send him some food and medicine. I turned down all his requests for explosives and
Okay, so maybe not
weaponry.
an arms dealer.
I am aware that even such a reduced gesture of support could lead to others coming to harm, but in the end, it probably was the wrong decision. I plugged my ears to the rumors and just chose a solution that made me feel least
What's up, spaceman? Welcome back.
about my
If you can, please tell me where he is now. None of the things he's doing right now make any sense if he's just trying to keep me from getting tangled up in his world. If all he wants to do is steer clear of me, then maybe he shouldn't have brought me into this world in the first place.
Damn.
Oh no. Dehya, please don't feel that way.
I'm just angry because I can't wrap my head around any of his actions. I don't know. I really don't know. But I guess you do have a point. We haven't uncovered the whole truth yet. We still need to figure out his exact actions and reasoning for these last few years.
I'll do my best to help. Of course, anything between the two of you would need to be resolved between you and him alone. I don't know Kusela's exact whereabouts. However, there's a man on the list named Jawed. He's responsible for supplying weapons and liaising with the Dakan al-Ahmar's merchant caravan. I've heard that he likes to have a few
Understood.
Oh shoot!
I'll
It just
stay
said night. Are we
with my
gonna?
father
Is it
here.
gonna give us the auto
To
skip
be honest,
clock
I'm
impact
still
again?
a little dazed. And my father has indeed done something wrong, but if I think about it, I'm also not sure if there was a right way to handle this problem. I feel like our only course of action is to turn everything we know over to the core of 30
Nah.
and let them render judgment.
Nah, we're gonna keep the
Yes.
cops out of it.
I am prepared to accept whatever verdict they choose. It's time to face my mistakes.
Leave the cops out of it. Oh man, it does say at night. Boo. Boo boo poo poo. Nighttime. Oh shoot. I got this is the Genshin clock and not like the actual human clock. I just went to like, 11 p.m. What would have felt like 11 p.m. on a normal clock. And Genshin clock had other thoughts. What's up, Andiosa? How you doing? Yep, he goofed. I goofed big time, bud. I goofed big time. Forgot the Genshin clock's a little bit diffy. Take those achievements. Alright, anyways. Bah! Hello? Jawad? Do I have to like find this guy? Do I have to talk to Ephraim here? Irfan? Okay. Guess not. Do I go in? It said outside the tavern. Doing Silverwolf and her Lycon. Yeah, damn, that's quite the combo. Oh, no, yeah, definitely outside. That's quite the combo. That is quite the combo. Her Lycon is nasty. I'm talking filthy. Dirty. Ooh, what a nasty girl. Oh man, he was over here. From over here, his name wasn't loading in. I'm like looking around for people I should talk to. Dang it, dude.
Huh?
Oh boy.
Who are you guys?
I know what you've been.
Shh. Keep your voice down. How do you know all that?
Hey, hey, hey.
We should take this elsewhere. This place should do. All right. Back to my question. How did you all know about me?
Don't worry about that for now. You know what kind of punishment you'll face once we report you to the Corps, I assume.
Wait,
Yeah.
There's no need to jump the gun. Let's talk this out.
So what's in it for you anyway? Mora?
What are the terms? I need info,
Well,
brother.
I was a little tight on money at the time, and Kusela took good care of me in the past. I waited in my mind, and I couldn't find a reason
Man,
to
playing
turn the
basketball
opportunity
earlier this
down.
week, I ate
I
an
wouldn't know
elbow
reason
to
why
my
my
shoulder, and I've got like the
Some
gnarliest
explore.
knot, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna bruise like
tell you how it
crazy
is.
any day
We're
now. It hasn't
investigating
bruised up
Takana
yet.
Lakmar, and we're gonna
Boy,
put an end to
it
their
hurts.
operations. If you provide some help for us, then we might just put in a good word later to reduce the terms of your punishment.
Hey, why don't we discuss this a little first?
Shut it. My patience is
shut
running out. You should know when a mercenary is after something other than money.
All right, sheesh. But you gotta promise you'll put in some nice words for me later. They're always on the move. Here's the spot they were at the last time I made my delivery to the desert. Feel free to go have a look. I'm just telling you though, it's not on me if they're not there anymore.
Sure. And then you can forget about any nice words from us.
Hey, come on. Now you're just being unreasonable.
Yeah.
Really? And how do I know you're not leading us straight into a trap?
All right, I get it. Why don't you go take a look, and if they're not there anymore, I'll try to figure out something else for y'all.
No,
Now
not good
that's
enough.
more like it.
Oh, okay,
Let's
apparently
move.
it is.
And as for you, try to stick around
Not
the
good
city
enough.
until we get
And
back.
she's like, that'll work.
You-
Oh, yep, apparently it is good enough. Keeping the bar set low here, aren't we, Dehya? Damn, look at he's just pouting. Well, can't say he doesn't deserve what he's got coming. I guess we'll go up here. Can't tell if that wants us to go down low or stay up high, so we'll just go up high first. Nyam, God bless those little zippy zoomy Spider-Man things.
Seems like we're in luck.
Damn,
That
Space
should be
Man's
their
medium
camp
fries
right
taking
up
10
ahead.
minutes. Bro, I had
Let's
an
go.
exceptionally
We'll
long
finally
stop
get
at
to the bottom of
McDonald's
this
today
ourselves.
also, actually.
I'm here to see Kusela. Tell him to get out here.
Dehya, why are you here?
Oh, what the hell? We got our bum-ass trial Dehya again? Not particularly interested. Oh, wait. There's a dude we didn't kill yet? Hang on. What's the build, though? Oh, wait. She's got her weapon. Classic. 90-91. What artist did they give her? They gave her Noblest, too. Oh, my gosh. Shing.
Haven't you all done enough?
Oh, damn. I was messing around. I didn't realize they were just going to spawn more people in.
Stay out of this. It's got nothing to do with you.
Be still.
Get his ass. Get his ass. Get their ass. Yeah. Yeah.
No, she's so
Hey, Otto and
strong.
Subaru look like a sore thumb, bro. He does not
Fighting.
belong in the
We all
desert.
know
That's
each
a
other,
fact.
And I don't want to take things too far.
That
Just
is a
bring Kusela
fact.
to me. There's no use hiding him anymore. Did you understand a single word I just said? Or do I need to bash your skull in some more?
All right, everyone, let's all just calm down for a second. Dehya, the boss can't come out and see you anymore.
He's dead,
He
dog.
died a long time ago.
What?
Seems like you've been out of the loop for a while. Guess that's for the best, though.
When did he die? What happened to him?
A few years ago, Kusela broke up Takano Lakmar.
Bro, that
And went to
voice.
the Deshret's Relics headquarters by himself.
So is that when you guys started acting up?
We would prefer to call it taking revenge. Every last person in Deshret's Relics must pay in blood for what they did.
It was all motivated by revenge.
Let me start from the beginning. Dehya, do you know how the head of the relics maintained order internally?
Overwhelming strength and unquestionable authority?
Those were a part of it, yes. But just those on their own weren't enough. They had another tool at their disposal. They called it a person's record. Regardless of whether they joined by their own will or were coerced, every person in Deshret's relics were forced to leave a record of themselves at headquarters, whether it be their deepest sin, some unforgivable act, or their most immoral exploit. The records served both as a symbol of loyalty and the perfect material for blackmail. That's precisely it. Every one of us have a record. Me, Bashar, Tikriti, but you, Dehya. You were never asked to provide a record, were you?
I never even knew this was a requirement.
You were probably the only person in all of Deshret's relics who didn't know about it.
Ever since you were born, Boss had been trying to shield you from this organization's sinister rules. Not only that, but he also banned all of us from committing any nefarious acts. He said he'd take care of the dues we had to pay regularly to headquarters. But in the end, he was just an ordinary person. He was forced to go to headquarters again and again to account for missed dues and incomplete records. He'd come up with all kinds of excuses and get beaten up as a result.
Damn.
We all knew he was doing that for you. He wanted to get you out of this world, no matter what it took.
And that's why he became a shell of himself and couldn't walk without a cane.
It's getting a crap beat out of him, huh?
That doesn't make any sense. I didn't know about any of this, and I'd never seen him get injured or beaten.
Because you were too young at the time. How would you ever tell between wounds from a beating and wounds from battle?
Fair
when you
question.
left home after that final argument with him, he seemed to age by a decade overnight.
So even the blazing beasts were...
Yep. It was all his doing. Had he not arranged them to come to you, you probably would have been reduced to a pulp before you ever left the desert.
Damn.
A few years ago, Boss said he needed to make another trip to headquarters. He was already pretty weak then, and we all assumed he was going to get beaten again. I suggested that he hand the role of leadership over to me, but he said there was no longer any need, since the Khan al-Ahmar would soon be no more. His words made no sense to me, but that night, we heard that a massive fire tore through headquarters and razed everyone's records to ash.
Damn.
Everyone gained their freedom that night. Many members fled, not just from our ranks, but from the other brigades as well. But how could we leave with a clear conscience? All of us who knew exactly what had happened.
The boss can't have just died for nothing. Those heartless jerks at headquarters took him from us.
From that point on, the sole purpose of the Khan al-Ahmar became revenge. The big fire that Boss started was quite a blow to headquarters' strength. It's given us the opportunity to launch our attack. Even though we're outnumbered, we vowed to see our revenge through to the very end. There were people from headquarters who changed their names and went into hiding. Some fled to other brigades, but we won't let any of them escape our
Damn.
wrath.
These guys are serious. You were right, Glom. It's just a bloodbath.
We've suffered plenty of losses as well. To keep going, we need an enormous amount of supplies. All we can do is exchange our loot from Mora, and then use that to get supplies.
What's up,
We
idiot
forged
taco?
Boss's handwriting and sent out many letters to his former friends. Thankfully, many people were willing to come to our aid. We were also able to attract many mercenaries who shared our goal. We've endured unspeakable pain to win many impossible battles.
Damn.
Deshret's relics have become weaker and weaker, and now we finally have an opportunity to directly strike their headquarters.
Paimon doesn't know what to say anymore.
Responding to violence with more violence will only cause more pain.
We do
Philosophical.
know right from wrong,
Just a little, though.
but we were sinners from the very beginning. Boss always loved his old-fashioned hero stories. We used to always laugh. As for me, I never considered myself a hero, but maybe those hero stories he liked foreshadowed everything that was to come. The spirit of the hero touched all those he had saved. Maybe we were all just acting along with the play in the beginning. I'm sorry, Dehya. I know you always found us insufferable ever since you were young.
Damn.
I'll go with you.
Huh?
Yeah, let's go.
Dehya?
Let's
I
raid.
grew up with these guys, and I know they're not bad people. All I know is that Deshret's relics must be destroyed.
Yeah,
Furthermore,
I agree.
I want to go see the place for myself. I know you don't want to get involved in this, so there's no need for you to tag
All right,
along.
Spaceman, we'll see you.
I can do
Have a
this
good
on my
day.
own.
I'm on your side, Dehya.
Yeah. Paimon feels like we'd only regret it if we don't see this through to the end.
Yeah, Eddie Taco, I've been enjoying it quite a bit so far. Lots of drama. And
We'll be
honestly,
a lot
quite a few
stronger
unexpected
together
turns
with
for
you.
me.
I bet Boss would lose his mind if he ever knew you'd join us at the very last moment like this.
Considering all the losses and injuries we sustained, we can't afford to turn down someone as powerful as you.
He can think whatever he wants, but the fact is, I owe him this much.
Dang. Coming to terms with violence. Yeah. Yeah, it was these that were all glowing. Please be artifacts. Damn it. Not artifacts. Oh, hang on, that was an artifact. No, it wasn't as much as I wanted. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna teleport. That is extremely far away. We're like zipping all across the desert for this quest. Now my question, do we go up or do we go down? Oh, we're going up. Look at that. And they even made it easy. Hey, these are great additions. Oh yeah, great additions to Genshin. Whenever they'll like add the random gust of wind for you whenever you have to travel to somewhere very specific. Hey, actually, you know what? I need to kill these guys.
Cascade.
I need their parts to get my Zyphos up to level 90. If I'm not mistaken. This guy's like all the way up here, just kind of being freaking annoying, bro.
Light it up.
Oh wait. I thought he died, I'm not gonna lie. I thought he died.
Let's get it on.
Surely he will die. Ooh, yeah, see that was a cool 23k right there with no buff from Bennett either. And like I said earlier, not on stream, it was off stream when I was doing a fight. But I hit 30k, over 30k. I don't know what it was, 32 or something like that. And I was like, sheesh, yeah, good quality of life. Here we go. Do we have to use their Dehya? Or can we use ours? Damn, Tony says there's a wind current there. Just assume I'd have to fly the long way. Dang, nope. There's a wind current, which is nice.
They should all be
if you use it.
Here. Don't know how many people they've got left, though.
Who cares? We'll round up all of them.
Still, we should be careful. Even if they've only got one shot left, it could still take us out.
Yeah, we'll know what they're really capable of once we've landed some hits on them.
Look at what
Deshret's
Ayato
relics
needs to
may have
mimic
been
a fraction of
forced to be reckoned
Scaramouche's
with
power.
before,
Well, first of
but their
all, he
name
didn't need
means
any.
nothing now.
That was raw. No Bennett buff. Second of all, not my Scaramouche. My Ayato trumps my Scaramouche.
Yeah.
My Scaramouche not that bad. Not that bad.
Here. I'll take the lead. I've been here once before.
My Scaramouche is not that bad. I really need... damn it, it's the trial again. Come the hell on. The worst part is that it moves my Bennett into a weird spot. Hello?
I'll be back. New hunting bag.
Oh, not Bennett just missing. That's whatever. We'll just do this. Big old swipe from that sword, baby. Look at him go. Sheesh. Man, it drives me crazy that Dehya's E procs as little as it does. Love the jungle. Bop. 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 I don't know why. I think Ayato's fun. Just let it run in slow motion. Oh, hello. Weird little animation there. Oh shoot, I should have used Ayato's burst to get those vapes. Dang it.
This way, follow me. We're almost there.
Oh, Glom says, speaking of Skara, the bosses in the event have high elemental resistance for most elements except Anemo. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Hurrah!
Wait, they went charging ahead without checking for any traps.
YOLO.
Hey, you guys okay?
It seems like we just got trapped in here. Don't think we triggered anything else.
Watch out, the enemy's coming from ahead.
Well, now that things have come to this, seems we'll have to fight our way through.
Don't worry about us. We knew something like this could happen. Let's go! We can't let the boss down!
You're about to get destroyed.
The sooner we can make it through to help them, the better.
Let's see.
The cool little
think I
domain.
see a way through
I love
over
the
there,
desert temples.
but
Oh,
it's being
look at
blocked
that.
by something.
Ew.
Okay, let's...
New puzzle mechanic? Can I view my characters in this domain? Yes, I can view them. Okay, my wanderer. That's not bad. 62 and 134. I mean, that's still a 2-to-1 ratio. I haven't had luck with the artifacts, and that's also running Skyward Atlas. If I give him, like the Widsith helps out a ton. I mean, especially if I give him Yae Miko's level 90 Widsith, you know, slap that on him, boom, all of a sudden he's a 62 189, which is much better. I like using the Skyward Atlas. It's a weapon that I've had for a really long time and like never ever used. But I mean, realistically, I should try and enhance that second Widsith form. But, you know, like I said, it's kind of fun to just use something different. Okay, what if I hit it? Wait. Raise. Am I supposed to walk under this? Okay. That was weird. That was weird. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really sure what exactly they were going for with that little thing. But what if? Got my R10 sack frags. Well, I know you use at least one of those. Hopefully you use 2 of them and get
Another
full use out of them.
mechanism like the
'Cause that's a great
before.
one to have.
But this one's being blocked off in the middle.
We just need to adjust it a little.
Let's see. Well, I mean, that looks right. Yellow in the middle. Purple up top. Do we just need to activate this and put the yellow? Oh, wait. What? Hold up. Was that all we needed to do? Nope. That is not all we needed to do. Does it need to be? What are we shooting at here? I can't even tell. Can you bring that back up? Nope. Okay, lower it. Lower it more. Dang, dude.
Everything's in place and they've taken.
What am I supposed to do here? Am I supposed to adjust these? Oh, shoot, okay.
Reeling them in.
Oh, man. Sitting here scratching my noggin at the puzzles I want to put in my domain. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. So anyways, yeah, what the hell? Yeah, oh wait, so this is lower. Right, so it's on that? Okay, there. I was doing the wrong thing. I was just doing the wrong thing, don't mind me. It's no big deal. It happens all the time. Oh wow, this controller is so strange.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Buckle up. Hi.
Cascade.
I really like Ayato. Always have. And the gamers who know, Ayato was my very, among my very first 5-star characters. I got him on that double 10 pull with Ayato and Diluc when I first started playing the game. Crazy as hell the more I think about it. Here we go. This should be fun. Get some decent damage out of Dehya. That's one way to do it. That's one way to do it.
Let's get it on.
Be still.
Cool. I'm afraid the other one went invisible. Ayato's ult lasts for so long. It's insane, dude. It lasts forever. Oh, shoot. Okay, hang on. So these need to be purple. Real quick. Hang on. This is an easy one. Purple. Uh-huh. Just give me the option to rotate. It says that we want purple from that side, too. Hang on now. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right here. Alright, raise it. Raise it. Gold on gold. This thing should shrink down, right? Yeah. Uh-huh. There we go. Change color. Purple. Boom. That's set. So that guy lowered down. And now we need gold right here. Yeah. Okay. So it's kind of a nice little zoom in on his face, just casually smiling. Damn, look at this. Wow, cool domain. Orlocha reminds me of Veato, so I'll pull for him, man. I can see it. Very prim and proper.
I wasn't expecting anyone to make it through from the other side. But as a desert dweller, I suppose we should be used to our folks defying all expectations.
Willem says this is the slaughterhouse. Okay.
You have nowhere
Good.
to run.
Run? Had I wanted to run, I would have fled 1,000 times already. I witnessed the golden age of Deshret's relics. Even
Well, there's the
if
beard.
I could leave this place behind, all that awaits me now are endless days of humiliation and ruin. Even now, my brothers and I still believe in one thing. The greatest should never live to remember their fall.
Oh.
So you want to go out in a blaze of glory.
Let us draw our weapons. We will show them the true power King Deshret bestowed upon his followers.
Alrighty.
We are but two, while we hold within ourselves the entirety of the relic's glory.
They're but two.
Wave one, charge!
Man's literally just did not include Paimon. What a dick.
Booba, get them! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Cascade.
This guy. He's just chilling. Get your ass in there. Get into D's little circle of not very much death.
I'll be you. Don't think that you. We're just getting started.
Get a little combo going here. Yeah. This will be some fun damage. Now, boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Hey, that went really well.
Any one of his followers.
Be still.
Damn, that's some damage. Big boy. Big boy. I repeat, we've got ourselves a big boy.
You all just want to die?
None of us plan to leave this place alive.
Hello. What an ass whooping. Are we done? Oh, yeah. Well, that was fun.
The commander is finally fallen.
Hey, Brooklyn, how we doing? Yeah, I saw you. You're having some bad times in the Discord server. Hope things brighten up a little bit for you.
Gladiators ring. They just keep coming no matter how many we beat.
Keep them coming.
Yes.
This is a
keep
fun team.
fighting. There's no need to fear and no need to back down.
When the next wave comes, try to draw away their attacks. I'm going to see if I can take out that high platform.
Shing! Hello, boys. I'm back.
Come and face me, Michel. So they've broken through the front as well.
I'm sure once I sleep, I'll be Danny. Sometimes that's all you need to get right. Just a little bit of sleep.
Madmen! No matter how much we throw at them, they just keep coming for more.
Damn, 24 hours of no sleep. Well, yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
So, it would
Damn, they just
seem like
killed
this
him like
is the
that.
end.
Time to pay for everything you've done, Michel.
You think I would give you that opportunity? I will be buried in the sand alongside all the rest of our fading glory.
Hey, wait!
What, he's about to like topple the place? Awkward pause.
We were too late.
It's over. There's no more need to fight.
This feels really awkward with like no dramatic music or anything.
If you're still going to cling on to your so-called mercenary's pride, then I'll give you all a good beating as well.
Am I the one feeling like that was a really, really weird
Hey,
transition?
Dehya, I found the mechanism. I'll get you all back up here right away.
Let's go.
That was so weird. And it's just dead silent. I feel a little funny after that part. Yeah, give me all that crap. Give me all that crap, baby. Yeah! Activate the elevator. Hello, boys.
Who are you filthy rats? And why are you always pestering us?
You call yourself a member of the infamous Deshret's relics, and you still can't even tell who's made it all the way to your headquarters?
Who knows what intent a bunch of rats may have? We try to catch a couple, and you all just show up on the other side instead. How are we supposed to figure out what you're after? Hey, have you ever heard of a man by the name of Kusela? Why would I know? It's not like I'm in charge or anything.
This is your last chance to talk.
Hey, I said I don't know anything. I'm just an average member here.
He's talking an
Tell
awful
me
lot
the
of
truth.
smack for just
If
an
you're here to
average
find
member.
someone, why don't you look through the records yourselves? Who can remember every name and face with so many people coming in and out every day?
The irony. His life became a light for so many, yet to others, it wasn't even worth remembering.
Damn.
Where's the records room? Answer me.
It's right over there. All the files are in there. You can go through them as much as you want.
I mean the old records room.
The old records room? You mean the one that got burned down? Kusela. Ah, yeah, I remember him now. The guy who could hardly walk. Watch your mouth. That's our boss you're talking about.
Yeah,
He
asshole.
was definitely faking it. We all let our guard down as soon as we saw him come hobbling in. But in the short time it supposedly took him to take a dump, he'd already gotten away and started a fire in the records room. He couldn't have possibly outrun us if he wasn't a fraud. And after that, Deshret's relics fell into complete disarray.
Stop wasting our time. Every one of us here is perfectly aware of what he had done. Tell me, where is the old records room?
It's just over there. Go see it for yourself if it means that much to you.
Yeah,
There's nothing left
it does
in there
mean
but
a lot.
ashes. No human could ever survive that kind of inferno.
We're aware.
Shaw,
Pretty sure we're looking for
Treaty,
bones at
let's
this
go.
point.
We'll leave the others here to guard these guys. Spare them no mercy if they try anything.
Oh, hold up. Hold up. There's a body over here? Hello? There's literally just a body over here? Okay. Yeah, okay. He's just there for the sake of being there, apparently. Understood. Damn. Understood. Let me in. Little pig, let me in. Not bought here, more chinny chun chin.
So, this was his final destination. How did he do it? Getting past all the guards with a limp and sneaking in here to start a fire? If he was nimble enough to do that, then he must have been able to get out of here after starting the fire, right?
Dehya.
I'm sorry.
Yeah?
I know it's just wishful thinking.
Yeah, domain being beautiful and all that. We can only visit it once. It's a tragedy. Oh,
Is this a
there's
cane?
the cane.
It must be
Kusela.
Thanks for everything, boss.
We're fortunate to somehow find that cane after that fire.
Let's split up and look around some more. What if something else has been left behind?
But what else could survive a fire like that?
Bones, brother. Bones. Cutscene. Oh. Is there a note engraved anywhere on it, maybe?
Thought so.
Wait, isn't that the toy sword you played with as a child?
Oh, damn. The deep meaning there.
The dragon is no more, for Princess Dehya has slain it. Its head now hangs above the city gates. Her bravery has brought eternal peace and prosperity to us all. Dehya, come on. This is the most important line.
You can do it.
But Dehya, you defeated the dragon. Everyone's waiting for your speech. Still too shy, huh? All right, I'll do it. I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more.
That's nice. That's nice.
I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more, Dad.
Damn. Damn. What a nice moment that
What's
was.
this?
All on Paimon's
Don't you
tab.
remember? You asked Paimon what she would do if she were to wake up tomorrow with loads of money. And Paimon said that she would get boatloads
Wait,
of
we got loads of money?
You
Where'd
were
the money
super
come from?
confused at the time, but said it was an adorable thing to say. These opportunities don't come by often. So today, Paimon's gonna treat you to a special crash course on Paimon's life philosophy. Hey, come on! Paimon's not that stingy.
Paimon kind of is
Anyway,
that stingy.
The point is that you should eat to your heart's content. You'll feel better for sure once you've gotten something in your tummy. Junior Zad will also be here shortly.
The money came from the thousands of hilly trolls we massacred. Absolutely slaughtered. Sparing none.
This is
Not even the
very
women or
unlike
children.
me. I just had a lot on my mind on our way back, so I didn't know what to say. My chest was filled with all
Also from the
kinds
thousands of
intense
humans we
emotions.
massacred. Again,
It
sparing
just
none.
shook me
Not even the
more
women or
than all the
children.
feelings we've shared during our previous adventures. But when everything came to an end, those emotions also vanished without a trace, and I was left feeling more empty than ever before. It was as if I'd lost the thing that was most important to me.
Everything just happened so fast. Damn, Zach says, and I missed the whole quest of my favorite character. Hey, it's all right,
Yeah,
Zach.
you're
The
right.
VOD will always be there.
To many
The VOD will always be there.
mercenaries,
And I'm actually going to
moral
do
is the most
what I've done with some of the other like character quest
But
streams that
perhaps to
we've done.
us,
I'm going to
it's the
go
most
back
worthless thing of all.
and edit the video down to like start when the quest starts. It's been actually been really good for viewership whenever I do that on a video. Alright, cool. I was looking at something.
Idrisi and the others all used to say that they would quit if there was no Mora to be had. But when it came to avenging my father, there was no Mora to be made anywhere. My reality shattered when I found out that the father who always told me hero stories was in fact a bad guy.
Yeah?
But look at me now. Am I any different?
Well,
Despite all my promises about never forgiving him and never trying to understand him, I still went to such lengths to find out the truth, and nearly even shed tears for his sake. We're hypocrites. All of us.
spent the whole last 2 hours obliviously grinding the Star Rail event. Bro, that museum management event, that'll eat your time up and you won't even realize it. I feel you there. I feel you there, man.
Yeah, you're right. It's just a pity that we often only recognize our true feelings after it's already too late.
You're back! Are all of you alright?
Yes, ma'am. We're just fine.
There she is.
Yeah. Many people from the Corps of 30 came over, and I just wrapped up everything with my dad. All I can do now is wait for their verdict. Huh? Dehya, you're looking quite down again.
Paimon will explain. A lot happened while we were gone.
This is true. A lot happened. while we were gone.
I'm sorry. I really should have controlled my emotions better. I just...
It's all right, my lady. You were hurt by all of this as well. Truth be told, I'm starting to feel a little guilty watching you cry like this.
Damn.
Dehya, your pain must be even worse. You shouldn't need to comfort me.
Hey, don't worry about me. If anything, this whole thing has finally shown me the difference between illusion and reality. My father probably thought that people could settle into new lives as long as they moved to a new environment. That thought has even crossed my mind a few times. It's like saying, what's wrong with adapting to a new life? However, there was always something deep within my mind that refused to accept it. This impulse brought me great turmoil, and even made me feel ashamed for turning my back on your father's kindness. But now that I consider it again, it all makes sense. The desert sands are a part of who I am.
Abyss reset in 10
I'll
hours,
never be
really?
able to lead a peaceful
Already?
existence.
I understand how you feel.
That doesn't mean I won't be making any changes to my life, though. As an example, I'm now thinking about taking on some small odd jobs. It's just like Idrisi said. I also want to catch up to my father and become a character in his play. Even if the ending of the story may be childish and ridiculous, it won't really matter.
Isn't that neat, though? Oh, you'll be a whole new kind of mercenary, one that's not out for Mora. Why don't we go
ZARD
for a
right
change
as
of
always.
scenery once we finish eating? What about stopping by the Grand Bazaar again?
Right. You said you wanted to get a rug for your family.
We'll come along too.
It's always more fun when everyone's together.
I can't thank you enough for taking care of me this entire time.
Go to the Grand Bazaar to clear your head. Don't mind if I do. Going the long way, because it's the only way I know how to get there easily. Yeah, I agree, Zach. Quest has been wonderful thus far. Oh, shoot. Did I? Nah, I'm wrong. Right. Yeah. Oh, no fall damage. Hello. You gotta keep Dehya out on the floor for continuity's sake. Of course. Obviously. Clearly. Without a doubt.
Oh, this rug here is quite something. The craftsmanship is exquisite, and the fabric is also of high quality.
Ah, here you are. Finally, I found you.
Hey, aren't you that mercenary who bit his tongue?
Hmm?
You can still talk?
That's why he's talking all funny.
Are you here to take revenge on us?
What are you talking about? Do I look like I could take you all to a fight? I just came here to give you something. Once I woke up, I hurried to the Khan al-Ahmar's camp, hoping to alert them to your presence. But when I got there, I found no one except the members who were still too injured to move.
Ah, so you probably got there after us.
Yeah, they told me that they had exacted their revenge, and everyone had turned themselves in to the authorities. Even that last camp was not going to last for much longer. I had joined the cause to repay an old favor from Kusela. Now that everyone's already turned themselves in, I might as well do the same. One of the injured members gave this box to me, and told me that it contained some of the old man's last possessions. Everything left in the camp will get confiscated, so I figured I should get this to you before the Corps could get their hands on it.
Thank you.
No worries.
You're welcome.
We are all just living our own truths. There's no need to comment or judge anyone for it.
Damn. That's kind of deep for a dude who tried to bite his own tongue off.
So this box contains everything that Dehya's father left behind.
Well, back in the day, the first thing he did with any Mora was spend it on things like drinks and meat.
Fair.
But let's see what's inside. What's this? It's just a bunch of junk. It kind of stinks.
Perhaps it's just been left unopened for too long.
A handwritten copy of a storybook. The paper's already yellowed, and it looks like it's about to fall apart.
Nice.
It was against the Academia's rules to possess books for personal use. If he was going to break that rule, he could have at least copied something useful.
No, it's the storybook that he wrote.
This was really important to him.
It was her
Here are a
story.
few bags of children's snacks. The packaging's completely deteriorated.
Did he get those for you?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Even when I was a child, I was never a fan of these kinds of snacks. He'd always say that he got them for me, but in the end,
He always ate more than I ever
What a
did.
classic dad
Who even
move.
leaves snacks in a box like this anyway? Forget it. Let me see what else is in here. A razor, some buttons, some round iron tiles, a wool scarf, which from the looks of it probably belonged to a woman, and a hair clip.
Oh, mama.
I'm suddenly feeling a little scared.
I'm sorry, my lady, but this is just the kind of man he was. He probably saw this box as some kind of personal trash heap and dumped any and everything in there. 2 empty liquor bottles. Tell me, you guys, are these the kinds of things that a normal person would leave behind?
What an interesting man.
Something in the bottle.
Oh, you're right. All right, I got it out. It seems to be a piece of paper with some writing on it. The bottom part's all damaged from moisture, though. Let's hope the writing didn't smudge. I was suddenly seized with an urge to write a letter after finishing this bottle. I just folded it up and left it in the bottle, though. If I end up forgetting about it, it won't really matter.
Nothing deep?
To Dehya.
Oh.
It's a letter for me?
You don't need to read it out loud.
It's all right. I'll just read it out. If he went to the trouble of writing a letter, there must have been some important things that he wanted to say.
My condition's becoming worse and worse. Can't even walk without a cane anymore, much less go out and have fun. Guess I don't have many days left. If you're reading this letter, then I suppose I'm already long gone. You were adorable as a baby. Everyone loved you. And regardless of whether you were crying or laughing, everyone enjoyed having you in the group. But once you grew a bit older, you were no longer nearly as happy or cute. It's probably Idrisi's fault. He was never up to any good.
Is that Marco Meatball? Is that Marco Meatball doing his voice?
Can you believe this guy? He can point the finger at himself.
Anyway, back to the point. To summarize, I'm writing this so you would know not to feel sad for me, even if you end up finding out the truth.
I think that's Marco Meatball. I gotta look it up now. Yeah, I gotta look it up now. Oh, Gloam's saying he doesn't think it is. It kind of sounds like him. Let's see. Doesn't have his breathiness. Well, that's why I thought I was picking up on the breathiness on a couple of those phrases. I was like, wait, is that Marco? Let's see if I can find out. Character voiceovers. Oh, never mind. That's just voice lines from Dehya about Dad. Hang on. We gotta solve this now. Let me try just searching for Marco Meatball. So Marco is credited in Genshin Impact as Chandra, Vorak, and Yingong? Yingong? So it's looking like that's a no. I wish there was an easier way for like some of these NPCs to actually see. Okay, English. Jacob Barons. Let's look at Jacob Barons. See if we recognize him from anything. Oh, Gloam just said guy named Jack Barons. You actually don't recognize him for anything else. Yeah, I caught a couple of notes that kind of sound like that breathiness of Marco, which is so distinguishable and recognizable, but yeah. Gloam wins. Hey, Gloam. Gloam was in the minority. A lot of us were thinking that could be Marco, and Gloam's like, nope, don't think so. And Gloam is right.
Wait, what?
Surely, he must be joking, right?
I don't know.
I was quite formidable when I was young, and 100 times cooler than some so-called flame main. Really felt like the whole world was under my feet. With just a teeny tiny bit of effort, I felt I could rule over the entire desert. But as fate would have it, I went out into the desert for a drink one day and discovered a baby in the sands. It was you. You were just lying there, small and helpless.
Damn.
You were so tiny that if the wind blew for just a little while longer, you would have been buried forever. But your cries were so loud they made my head hurt.
Sounds like he's serious.
I told Idrisi and the others that I had slipped up with a woman while out and about. None of them even doubted me. I'm sorry that I had to lie to them for so long, but I really had no other choice. I was their most esteemed leader, after all. It's not like I could just tell them that I suddenly wanted to play at being a father.
I feel like that'd be understandable if you just wanted to say that out front, you know what I mean?
The liquor I just drank from this bottle. Anyway, you possess the kind of freedom and kindness that we could only dream of. As far as how you should live your life, that'll be up to you to decide.
Goodbye, Papa.
That's the end of the letter. In the end, he was still thinking of me as a little child. I suppose, or I would have suffocated under the sand a long time ago.
He was a good father to you. The fact that he wasn't a blood relative doesn't change that.
You're right about that, ZARD.
Yeah.
You're right about that.
It's just a pity that we had to learn the truth of everything like this.
Do you already have some ideas about the decision that he wanted you to make?
I do. If he first found me alone in the sands, then I want to try my hand at finding the person who abandoned me. I just have one wish. To tell them a story, that there once existed a childish and foolish jerk with a heart of gold, and that only under his care was I able to grow and mature into the person I am today.
If you end up finding any leads, can you share them with us? We go on adventures all the time. Maybe we'll be able to find some information for you.
Maybe.
Sure, I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting you to be so enthusiastic.
I'll help too.
Thank you.
Not the background
you.
music. Is it getting
Thank you
deep?
so
I don't have my headphones on. I can't hear that well.
Life has certainly had its twists and turns, but
Oh, that is
I've
nice.
always considered myself lucky. Because no matter where I've gone, I've always been surrounded by incredible kindness.
Nice. Hey, that was a great quest, wasn't it? That really was a great quest. Yeah, I enjoyed the hell out of that. Time for another pull. No, I'm just kidding. Or... Just kidding. Or... I would have pissed my pants. I would have pissed my pants. All for a lion's roar. Alright. I gotta keep those primos out of my hand. Long story short, I gotta keep those primos out of my hand, because if I don't, then it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. Alright, gamers, we're gonna go ahead and call it a day on that note. Not a lot more that I want to do. We've got the new combat event coming up, and the domain event where Gloam, I think, is Elena working on that also, Gloam, or is it just you? But anyways, we've got that coming up soon too, and yeah, just a lot of different things to work on and wait for tomorrow. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see any good raids to do today, so we'll just call it a day. Like I said, I think I mentioned this yesterday on stream. I got 2 videos recorded, which they're just on standby, waiting to be edited and have a thumbnail and, you know, all the tags and posts and everything written out. And I'm hoping to have one of those uploaded tomorrow. I think the plan is to do a video premiere tomorrow before we actually go live, just because those are always really fun to go from like a video premiere right into a live stream. So I think that that's going to be the plan there. And other than that, I got family stuff to do tonight, so hope you all have a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is in your time zone. I know that I plan to. And I'll see you tomorrow. Love the games, love yourself, and I love you. Bye.